Hello there, chat. How's everybody doing? Greetings and salutations to you all out there. Let's see. Alright. Okie dokie, let's see. Twitch says we're excellent. Streamlabs says we are running optimally. Chat is, well, it's there. And the game is running. So, let's get this party started. And let's do so by saying, greetings and salutations to you. My name is Featherhoof, and welcome back to another live stream of Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Where, I think we're, if this ain't the finale, then we definitely are going to be finalizing the 6.0 storyline this week sometime. And, because, well, last time we got together, it definitely felt like it was setting up for, like, you know, we're going into the finale sort of bit. So, I got my new level 90, or, well, level 89 artifact gear, and we're going to use it to go beat some little bird girl ass out in the universe. Because that's what we do. Because she's trying to destroy this planet in all of its various forms, and we don't take kindly to that. So let's continue on. Let's just continue right on. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. We'll do it. Friends gathered. Though delighted by your patronage, Totaro is ready to send you on your way. And I'm ready to go on my way. I realize you've still got lots to do before you depart, so I won't keep you any longer. I do hope you can find a moment for yourself and that the others can as well. They said they were returning to Baldessian Annex, so though I doubt they stayed for long. If you decide to go looking for them, I'd suggest speaking with Cryle first. I'm sure they would have... I'm sure they would have told her their plans. Adventure! Away! I jump. I mean, I am a Dragoon after all. It's what we do. We jump. Jump, beat jump, beat jump, beat jump, beat. Basildur. Your name is Basildur. I feel sorry for you. Who names their child Basildur? I'll tell you who. Someone who hates their child. You're back. I take it you received your gift from Tataru. I'm wearing it. You're not looking? It was a surprise long in the making, with many, many long hours of fretting to get everything just right. I'm glad to see it realized, and with great success. If you're looking for the others, though, they've already taken their leave. Y'shtola, Thancred, and Urianshe have gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alice and Grahatia, meanwhile, thought their time would be better spent poring over books in Numenon. As for Alphino and Mistinian, well, they've elected to pay a visit to the Lavelier estate, though Mistinian seemed somewhat reluctant to go. I'm sure they would all be glad for your company if you've a mind to seek them out. Should you be feeling peckish, I suggest heading to the last stand before Y'shtola and the others finish eating. But above all else, it would be foolish to run headlong into battle a fatigued mess, so do remember to get a good night's sleep. Sleep is for the weak! Never. Oh, that's water. Oh wait, can I just teleport to the last stand? I can't remember. Or Journey's End. No, yeah, it's called Last Stand. Well, yeah, close enough. That way! They better not have ate all the food. Alpha! And Omega! Hi, buddies! Hi. I know, right? Alpha seems distracted by something off in the distant heavens. You cannot help but wonder what he senses out in the sea of stars. Or he's just looking at the statue. The miniature model of Omega appears to be staring up into the sky, searching for something. I say they're just looking at the statue. This looks like to me. Where are they? Oh, over here. Found them! They have eaten all the food, I swear to God. I sit. No, I sit proper. There we go. Horan, come to make our trio a quartet, have you? Please, have a seat. We'll see about getting you a drink. Oh, okay. Cutscene makes me sit. I mean, I am part cat, you know, so if I fits, I sits.
Your business with Tataru is finished.
Can't you tell? I'm wearing this badass Dragoon armor.
My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
We wouldn't look half as stylish as we do. That's for damn sure.
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Then learn more. Until you're a complete idiot like me.
As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure.
Huh?
Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
I think what we'll learn is a more efficient way to cause stabbity death. And actually, I'm gonna take a look, screenshot of that, because I gotta dig that. Because I'm gonna stabbity death the hell out of a bird girl and her sisters.
Where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine.
That is a big tankard, my friend. You're thirsty.
But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
Which her? Just make sure you bring enough ammunition.
Oh, ye of little faith. I know better than to leave home without ample supplies, thank you very much. Didn't pick up the gunblade yesterday. And to think I used to prefer fighting from the shadows. Gods, I really have changed.
Yeah, you really have, yeah. What are you eating and why are you not sharing? What is that? Pizza and wings?
And if we have
And
aught to
cheesy
say
bread?
about it, we'll
And
go
burritos?
further still.
And cake?
Aye. We will
Oh.
avert this calamity and return home.
Oh, strawberry shortcake too. And a chocolate chip muffin. I want all of this.
In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust has settled.
What with the primals and Scions all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies.
Nah, stabbity death. Everyone always needs somebody for
In all
stabbity death.
seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change.
Oh, I was gonna say the Gears of War, but that's true. That's true too.
With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out.
Never.
After
I
all,
want a stabbity death
there is
more.
no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
No, there is nobody who will take my torch of stabbity death. Hi, Shadowtail. How you doing, Bo?
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a Scion came to an end, I don't expect that much would change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess, I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to affect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Oh God, he just reverted to a realm reborn Oriange. Fuck.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear. What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds.
Actually, you know what? I never really questioned it. Where did Oriange learn to talk like that? Nowhere else in this world does anyone talk like that. And usually that's sort of like a culturally, one's dialect is like a cultural thing that they pick up by the people around them and can change, based on who they, if they change their environment. Who is Oriange around constantly that speaks like that? I mean, I know people like my mother. She grew up in New York. She was a New Yorker, but she don't, and she's also Spanish. She's Hispanic. She no longer has a Hispanic nor New York accent because she's lived in Ohio for you know, 35, 36 years. 39 years. You know, so it's like, you know, and it's like, who was a real J constantly around that speaks like that? Who?
'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise. Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you.
Oh, good.
And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
More stabbity death. I'm a dragoon. It's what we do. Christopher Walken. Oh, God.
Here's yours.
Hey,
My
Tyro.
apologies for the wait.
You're cute.
Well, shall we make a toast?
Started dragon form.
To
To
victory.
stabbity death. Yes.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
Who did I kill? Hydaelyn. And then I got this nifty new armor for free. Look at that. A perfectly good piece of pizza and wings is right there, and she's eating a goddamn salad. Ishola, shame on you. Yep, because now we gotta go kill, Meteion and all her sisters who are out in Ultima Thule. Out on the edge of creation, and we have to find a way to get there. Right now we're doing the whole, like, you know, the calm before the storm, you know, chilling out with friends before we go off to go stabbity death. Leaving so soon. I suppose it's for the best. If you'd rather not explore the bottom of the bottle of the bottle with Orion J. I dare say the others would welcome your company as well, if you can find them, that is. In any case, as long as you make the most of your time, then that is all that matters. Let's see. Okay, so we got the noms. So, should we go visit Alphino and Mistinian? Or should we go visit Grahatia and Alice? Alice and Graha are closer. But they're reading books. Yeah, but Mistinian's with him. So that makes it cool. Also, I like Alphino. He doesn't act like the, he doesn't act like the big stuck-up, that, you know, know-it-all like he used to back in the day. It's like, I know what's best. I'll do this because I will do it, and because I'm the best, and I'm so smart, and blah. He's humbled out, and he's a better character for it. It just took, you know, a certain general losing his arm, and his, most of his group that he put together, stabbing him in the back, and, being exiled to Ishgard, and, that's all. The death of Minfilia. That's all. That's all it took. Graha's nodding off over there. You try speaking with Alice, but she's... Oh, they're both sleeping. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry to hear that, Grump. I'm sorry to hear you're so grumpy, Angel. I hope your day goes better in the future.
Oh.
Got a 3.1 iMac and a new printer coming. Nice! Good on you. I got a new mouse and a another key light coming, but not for a few days.
Celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late.
They're going to wake up with such terrible cricks in their necks.
Unlike
and lower
you and
backs.
the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry.
You're not as cool as the Crowley you were based on. She got into scrapes and saved the world.
Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over.
But I'm happy causing stabbity death. Come on.
From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world.
Why does she think I don't find joy in stabbity death? Why do you think why does she think that I took up the mantle of Dragoon? I mean, come on.
There's so much that life has to offer.
More than stabbity death?
Treasured and shared with those we hold dear.
Well, I share the stabbity death. It just so happens that the people I share it with die. That's all.
So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness.
Nope. I mean, no, I absolutely promise that. Because I'm happy stabbity deathing.
When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
Yeah. It's part of the Lancer/Dragoon creed. Yeah. My greatest strength is my greatest passion. Stabbity death. I have to make room to use it for streaming.
This feels familiar.
Good morning.
Well, 'tis good to be... wait. What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Okay, I won't tell you.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not
Jesus.
one word. I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
The life must be ended by the knife. In the back. Just watching you two
I had a
sleep
few
and
books
chatting.
to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
You know, before the world
And you?
ends. You do not want to go into the afterlife. You do not want to die and go into the afterlife with books still, still lent out. You do not want those fees. They carry over into the next life. Person came up with first. I just enjoy a little peace and quiet. Nah, let's pique his interest a little bit. It's a secret. Barbie! How you doing, Bo? That's good. It's good to hear you're okay. Is it because of me? It's because you're here on my, watching my stream that you're now okay? Yay! Okay, now let's go see how Alphino and Mistinian are doing. And they're over there. You guys still haven't even got... Mistinian, you're naked! You're not in your Dragoon armor! The fuck is this shit? What's with the little dagger? What's with your little dagger? Shame on you. What? Surely this isn't the first time you've seen me without my armor? I know we've seen him outside of his armor before. You know, when after he was, like, cared for at the little hospital in Ishgard, and then he left after speaking with, oh, what's his face? Back at the end of Heaven's Word. You know, when he was all sleeping into bed, and... Amric! Amric, that's it. Why do I always forget his name? I can never remember Amric saying. But I don't know if we were there for that. Were we? God, it's been so long. I think every time we've seen him, he's always been armored up. I mean, the Warrior of Light's seen him, I think.
Oh. What brings you here?
An explanation for Mistinian?
Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil.
6 pageant brain damage.
All is well, I assure
Just
you.
got into the first lake. Kaboom. Nice! Glad to hear you're enjoying it.
In my letters home, I had made mention of Mistinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
Oh, I don't get to see it? This is the aftermath? Oh, boo!
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink.
I wanted to see awkward Mistinian trying to hold conversation at a tea party. That would have been funny as
The
hell.
thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... It was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning.
But just in case.
Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all,
Nerd!
tomorrow is never promised.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family.
Hey, Blackfoot! How you doing, Bo?
Well,
Because he is.
past time we were on our way.
Wait!
Any new players? Nice! Good to hear! Still slowly unpacking, or did you get it all done?
Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes.
Oh, yes, you
Mistakes for
have.
which I can never make amends.
No.
But through it all, you didn't give up on me.
Well, because the game didn't let us.
To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know.
Take our way. Only a week? Man, you must not have a lot.
From the bottom of my heart.
I think Cindy and I, we like picked at it like over the course of like 3 to 4 weeks. Just going like, okay, we'll unpack this box today and that box tomorrow, and
Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit.
you'd still be a grumpy puss.
I am ever grateful.
Let's go sappy. Let's go sappy.
Well, we needn't make it a competition. You know, this must be what Hydaelyn meant when she spoke about depending on one another. However treacherous the road before us, together we will prevail.
Okay. Out the touching little moment. So now what? Ah, Valdesian. Back to Valdesian Annex. Well, that's not even a competition, Angel, because I've already won. I've already proved it by all the primals and evil villains and stuff that I've destroyed. Welcome back, Warren. Return to catch the final few winks before embarking on your mission, I presume. You'll be happy to know your chambers have been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. I pray you enjoy the sweetest dreams on this final night before the big day. Okie dokie. We gonna go kill some shit. And meanwhile, that night at the Royal Menagerie in Alamigo. Something bad, I'm sure. Well, not yet. Oh, hello. Xenos, isn't it? Yep. Oh, what do you want? Getting very demon-y, I see. A little overly possessed, I see.
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly.
Are you actually attempting to give him an arc?
Transcendent moment. What was it that I sought in you? And what was it that you sought in me?
I'm giving you that, Tyro. Yeah, the guy's actually going on a little journey of self-reflection. Interesting. Okay. Meanwhile, and thus it has dawn. Meanwhile, the day of reckoning. Well, let's see where it goes. I mean, it's not finished yet. I'm not going to call it weak sauce yet. I mean, he's been weak sauce up to this point, but... Lee! Thank you for the continued subscription. The Majestic Derp thanks you. Majestically. Oh, thank God, Mistinian put his clothes back on. Whew. Have you all been just standing here staring awkwardly at Kryl? And each other?
How often have we thus assembled?
I think this is like the 6th time here in Baldessian Annex, I think.
To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Oh, you mean in general, not just here. Well, a bajillion.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles.
Exfoliated.
Who could have realized what we'd find
Oh,
when we began to look
goodness.
to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments, from the joyous to the sorrowful.
And everything in between.
We've had occasion to call other places home too.
Yeah? Yeah.
Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
Don't forget the Crystarium.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium,
There you go.
to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
Well, I mean, I was honored to host this company. It's like, it isn't exactly like they had a choice in the matter. You kind of ripped them there by using a spell you hadn't perfected and didn't really understand all that well. So, you damn well better be honored.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all.
The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready.
Yay!
The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel.
Well, naturally, yes. We do need our emotional support buddies when we go out into the edge of
They will
creation.
see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule. Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteion.
Will do.
As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
Well, if I don't, I can't get the post-game armors and weapons and continue on to the other stuff. So, yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I am.
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words. You must triumph.
That's it?
What that means will differ for each of you. To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether.
Stabbity death.
Yet whatever it is that drives you,
Stabbity
I have
death.
faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
We should bring Alpha and Miniature Omega along. They'll be our good luck charms and cheerleaders.
Let us be off then.
Alice, are you aware that you're cutting off your own hand with your sword? I mean, are you aware that you're doing that? I mean, that doesn't seem very effective, like, right before the final battle, to be lopping off your own hand with your sword. I'm just saying.
Wait!
Shut up, Tataru. We got stabbity death to do.
Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here.
You all still owe me money.
Safe journey, all of you. And... be safe.
You too, Tataru. Oh, hello. Unto the heavens. They all get taken out. Best space whale. Hey, I'm not paying that much money for that goddamn mount. Fuck that. I suppose this is where we part ways, for now at least. Would that I had a sage words of wisdom to share ere you depart. Mayhap the teaching of Galof Baldessian will suffice. Quote, surrender not to anger or hatred, he said. Look beyond them and there find true strength. End quote. What one sees beyond is open to what one sees beyond is open to interpretation, I think. But for me, it would be the things I cherish most in life. Things I believe are worth fighting for. Something to consider as you venture onto the Sea of Stars. I wonder if Galof actually said that in Final Fantasy V. I can't remember. Okay, so we need to head... Okay, yeah, we got teleport. Wait, no, I think Hamlet's closer. I think. Nope, other one was closer. I'm an idiot. Come, my T-Rexy friend. Is it a whale that says farewell and thanks for the fish? No, those are dolphins. It's like the space whales that the Brood from Marvel used to inhabit. Only, you know, mechanical. And a ship. As opposed to a living thing. Whoa, we have quite the send-off here. Who do we have? I thought I saw somebody... Oh, just randos over there. Cuthbert! I like the cut of your jib, Cuthbert. Everlida! Oh yes, I know you. Your reputation in the rumor mill precedes you. At any rate, how may I help you? Nothing. Hi, Alpha and Omega. Please come along with us. I want you guys to come with. Qui. Alpha appears to be trying to cheer you on. Blip. Bloop. The miniature model of Omega appears to be staring indefinitely at the Ark. Probably wants to assimilate it. Who do we have? We got Hori Balder, Lovida, Wilson, Moonbreeda's parents, Nidhana, Coltene, Emeneline, Erinville. We got new and old. We got a little bit of, you know, new and old. You. I haven't forgiven you. I don't care if your children have. Fuck you. You were a douche nozzle. Your one little moment of showing the, you know, of humanity didn't, you know, undo your douchiness.
All present and accounted for. Good.
I wonder if I had done any of the other stuff I haven't actually done, if more characters would have been down here to see us off. You know, like I didn't do like the Shadow, not the Shadowbringers, the Stormblood or the Heavensward equivalents of the so the Bojan bit, or if there was like stories involved with those and had characters that were introduced.
As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board.
What?
And be on your way.
Speak up! We can't hear you in the back row.
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this was bloody murder.
Hi, Nero.
But we did it. We finished the ship.
Any snarky
Safe,
remarks from
fit
Nero?
for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a garland through and through.
I know Bojan did, but I don't know about Eureka and the one from Heavensward.
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you. For
Oh, damn it.
Ah, don't mention it. Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of starfaring vessels. And as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you.
Every time I see Alpha, it just makes me want to pop in Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon. Every time I see you, I just want to play Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon.
In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return.
Okay. Highly colorized to tell you about all the stabbity death I did.
Have you thought of a name?
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
I think it was just the Lobrins.
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuno, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible. From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars. And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louisois not fought to protect this world. And in so doing, laid down his life.
Well, yes. Only to come back and then have his life taken away again.
I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here. In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us. The starship Ragnarok.
Really? They're giving it the same name as the airship from Final Fantasy VIII? Okay, sure. I'll take it. Although the Ragnarok... Final Fantasy VIII, I may not have liked it, but that had the best airship in the entire series. The Ragnarok was fucking wicked.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
Oh, Jesus! Who's Mr. Bob back and forth back there? So I have a hard time seeing who it is. Oh, it's a kobold.
What are you all doing here?
Just reminding you that we had, beast tribes also. They used to be a huge thing of the story, and that sort of got phased out, but they're still here.
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations.
In fact, we never did get in Shadowbringers. We never got the three-way beast tribe quest. if you maxed out all the beast tribes, you always got like the combined beast tribe quest. Shadowbringers never gave us one. I just realized that. Huh.
You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare, not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines.
God, is that anyone else love that? It's like Lingwei's got this cute little child voice, and she's saying these very adult things with it.
But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves.
Yeah, if you did all 5 of A Realm Reborn's, you got a special quest that combined all 5 of them. If you did all 3 of Heavensward, you got a special quest that combined all 3 of them, if you did all of A Realm Reborn's. And then in Stormblood, if you did all 3 of those ones, if you did the other 2, you got another special one. So yes. Oh god! I can actually, and it's adorable. Sad, but adorable.
Summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
I want to hug you.
Explain for our benefit.
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Loporrits are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment. Yet simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
Drawing upon this art, the Scions conceived of summoning as we know it. A derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a creation.
Huh.
I see. By combining the Loporrits' magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience. Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
Okay, so they're actually kind of giving an in-story reason why summoning kind of is altered? Like why summoning is now different for summoners? Like the whole summoner class is basically a brand new class?
Indeed! Indeed!
Huh.
While Hydaelyn gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though.
Loophole!
Restoring our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
Am I the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
Oh, right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Scions incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Beings thus created
So religion.
are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that habit. There's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the
Oh my
was
God.
on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
Oh my god! I love her humbleness. Yeah. It comes with all creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes. Oh, I love you, Living Way.
Truth be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you. When the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them.
God, I still can't get over the Sahagin chief. That head of yours, man.
Where others vilified and suppressed us, You offered understanding and friendship. In gratitude, we will share with you the
Basically,
true
yeah.
expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
Where's the rest of you? There should be 11 of you there.
The ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
Lead the way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which beast tribe is missing? Okay, wait. So let's see. Realm Reborns. We got the Amalja, the XIV, the Kobolds, the Sahagin. We're missing one. Oh, the Sylph. Stormblood. We got no, Heaven's Word. We got the birdies, the bugs, and the Moogles. And yeah, Stormblood was the Snake Ladies, the Tortles, and yeah, they're the only one we're missing. Who was it? It was a crafting class one, wasn't it? If I remember right. Who was it? Can't remember the third beast tribe from Stormblood. Why can I not remember the third beast tribe from Stormblood? The Snakies, the Turtles. Damn it, I can't remember. Well, I chose Culinarian as my crafter, but you can use any crafter. Oh, the catfish! The fucking catfish! I forgot about them. And, yeah, no surprise they're not here. Yeah, I'm not too surprised by that. Now I'm thinking about it. Yes, Namazu! Namazu not there because fuck you! That's the one beast tribe we're missing. That and they didn't have a primal either. So that also makes sense.
In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
Anti-gravity dildos? Oh.
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem.
Actually they didn't. Yojimbo turned out... Nope, we can't say that's a spoiler. Yojimbo turned out to be something different. If you did the Hildebrand questline, you know who Yojimbo was.
Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok.
Oh!
There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please, do not hesitate.
Don't we already have the return spell for that?
Be safe, all of you, and come back.
You have droopy eyes. Why are your eyes so droopy?
You as well. I pray you take care.
Looks like everything is in order. So I'll go ahead and board.
No, stay here and keep your cuteness with us.
To assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
You know, I'm firmly convinced that if Livingway walked over and stood next to Alpha, the closer they got, it would create distortion waves. And the distortion waves would get bigger and bigger and bigger. But if Alpha and Livingway were to happen to touch, the world would just implode in on itself because the amount of cute that would be in one place at one time would be too much for reality to handle.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go, and Godspeed.
Oh, whoa, no, no. Fucking Fortunal. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't care if his kids are forgiving him. I haven't. Fuck that. By the way, Nero, you haven't said anything. See, clearly, Nero, like, is an optional character. He's an optional character for being here, because they didn't give him any words since he's been here, and any of the cutscenes he's been in. The world cannot end now, not when we've but scratched the surface of the Loport's technological know-how. So run along now, and do what it is you vaunted heroes do best. The world shall tremble before my genius soon enough. Assuming you're able to prevent its destruction, that is. Like, they actually kind of built it in, assuming, assuming that maybe people skipped the Omega stuff. Because they didn't make it mandatory, as far as I'm aware. You know what I wonder? This is a weird thing that just popped into my head. What if someone never unlocked Dragoon, right? Never did the Dragoon's quest line at all. Never unlocked Lancer, never unlocked Dragoon. And then they went through all of the story, and then, went all the way to the end of 6.0, and then went back to unlock Dragoon. How would the Dragoon storyline play out? Because that was, like, integral to introducing Mistinian and all that jazz. Would he just pretend he doesn't know you anymore? I mean, that would be weird. I wonder what they do for that. Aglyph. Eglyph. If you will come this way, I will direct you to the bridge. Upon boarding the Ragnarok stuff... Here we go again. Yes, we know. Try and meet him and have a... Ah, okay. Let me know how that works out. I'm curious. Combination of Loporit and Allegan technology here. Loving it. Get even more cute!
Welcome to the bridge, everyone! I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning back. Right then, make yourselves comfortable. We're setting off in just a moment.
Will do. And now this game is Star Ocean.
It's incredible.
This is Fortuno. Can you hear me?
Maybe. Not that I want to.
Preparations for the summonings are complete. In accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the Ragnarok to the...
God, you love the number 14, Square Enix. Just because this is Final Fantasy 14 does not mean that every significant number needs to be the number 14.
The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
So, are we ready?
Fuck yeah!
As ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Oh, come on. The burned out star's got more fire in its belly.
Oh god, mapping, like, shut up.
Try it again. With feeling.
Issue the command to launch. Have Alpha now do the honors. Yeah, I'll give it to Alpha. I'll hand it off. Because he'll actually say something instead of just pantomiming a mouth like that.
Me? But I...
No need to be coy, brother. Do it, and do it well.
If you all insist.
Do it.
Onward unto the distant stars and beyond. Ragnarok, engage. Engage.
Engage.
Are we forming fucking Voltron over here? We head out into the vast star ocean. Seriously, am I the only one who's played that JRPG series? Well, duh. That goes without saying, Tyro. Oh, you are bigger than I thought you were. Fuck, I didn't realize how big you actually were. This is a very anticlimactic launch. And they blew up old Charlian. Oh, hello Ifrit. And Bismarck. And Titan. Hi. I killed you, and I killed you, and I killed you, and I killed you, and I killed you. And I killed... Great King Muggle Muggle, Great King Mog. I definitely killed you a bunch.
Ah! That I must carry landwalkers into the sky. I cannot imagine a greater indignity.
Oh, they still have personalities.
Do not sulk so. For thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter. Nay, they may serve also to thrust forth with vigor. Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to rejoice.
I like him.
Let us revel.
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation. I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free!
No, that was a giant whale angel. Oh, they got little slots for each of them. Sweet. You put the thruster on the wrong side. Oh, or it's just a portal maker. Oh, it's cool seeing those primals again. Entering wormhole. The Bajorans will not like this. We didn't get the permission. Oh, we didn't exactly move very fast.
Sleeping way? Report?
All's well. Fantastic, even. Thanks to the power of those primals, the engines are roaring and we're ripping along.
All values are also within projected ranges. Time to destination is 8 carats. Perhaps 7 at a pinch.
Carats aren't a unit of measurement or time.
Alright, let's go over some points of caution. Our destination, as you know, is Ultima Thule. Lest you wonder, the place is not a star so much as a patch of emptiness.
Oh God.
That's the extent of what our equipment could determine, anyway.
Oh, you just reminded me. I forgot to fucking watch the premiere of the Book of Boba Fett. Fuck. Gonna have to do that over the next weekend.
From what we know of Meteion, she's likely used dynamis to obfuscate her location.
So, in conclusion, we'll only know what's there when we get there.
What about the weight of gemstones? I don't know. What about the weight of gemstones? Yes, Tyro, Disney Plus.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's ready to take off at a moment's notice. We'll support the search as best we can, but it'll be your paws on the ground, assuming there is any.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
But everything will be fine, I'm sure. Hydaelyn believes in you, so you ought to believe in yourselves.
Well, shouldn't we say believed in the past tense? Because didn't we, like, murder her ass to prove our worth? And then she faded into, you know, oblivion?
Just don't do anything I wouldn't. Like waiting too long to use those portable teleporters of yours. Personally, at the slightest sign of trouble, I'd mash the button to bits. And you should as well.
But then again, maybe it's best we don't tell the Loperates, who were, you know, crazy, obsessed with Hydaelyn, about her death, because that might cause issue right now. We'll probably wait until after we save the universe.
Understood. We promise to be careful.
I suggest you brace yourselves. We're about to arrive and the vessel will shake a good bit.
What is this?
I don't know what. I can't read that.
Interfering with the equipment.
And we're dead. Oh shit, not cubes!
Greetings.
Meteion. How you been? Been a few millennia since we've seen you. Since you saw me.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Meteion.
So this is Meteion.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters? I don't remember meeting you myself. But I do know that you're from Atheris.
Good call.
Why have you come? All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
'Cause we don't want it. We're trying to return to sender.
We didn't ask for that.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end.
Yeah. So then why force it? Why not just let it happen when it happens? I've never understood that fatalistic idealism. You know, it's just like, oh, life is destined to end, so let's just end it. It's like, then let it end when it ends. You know, get over your goddamn self.
Why choose to prolong your suffering?
Because that means being alive for longer.
Effort,
And I like being alive.
ambition, love, they amount to naught. Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably lost. Stolen away by events beyond your control.
You do not associate cheesecake with evil. Cheesecake is happiness and joy.
There is no logic nor meaning in it. You think there is. Convince yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident.
Ah, I see. I gotcha. Hey, you leave my boobs out of this.
Come now. I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric. Life is an anomaly. It is unnatural and cannot continue. The sooner you accept this, the easier it will be.
Well, counterpoint, stabbity death of your face. Ooh,
Just to be
what is thy
clear,
noms,
we're
Angel?
not here to argue with you. We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
Did Ishtola just say, we're not here to argue with you, and then started an argument?
Indeed. I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met.
Not started, but continued the
I
argument.
myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me. Gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
Well, aren't you just a downer to have at parties? Jesus Christ.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless. That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels.
Well, if you have a pulled pork sandwich, I smelled that shit. Trust me, when you came in the room, and it made me hungry.
And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial, and in her name, we have come for you.
You were cuter when you were blue.
Yes, I sense it. A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well. For the same passion once burned in many a star before yours.
Jesus!
And extinguished now.
You see, that's why you don't jerk your head that quickly, because then you snap all the vertebrae in your neck, apparently. Damn!
I can't breathe. You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality, where resignation and acceptance unite to embrace the end.
Nope. And Graha's the first to go down.
Those who yet valiantly
Mistinian Alcé.
can thrive.
Thancred says no. Go, Tank! You have more HPs than us! And that's why you always have a tank in the party. Ah, fuck. What happened to the Thancred?
By the Fury. Thancred?
Meteion has gone as well. Mayhap he awakened first and gave chase.
Everyone? It appears we are at our destination.
At our destination!
This is Ultima Thule.
Not that we knew what to expect, but I wasn't expecting this. From atmospheric composition to ambient temperatures.
Nice,
all
Angel.
readings are within
I hope it's a
permissible
good.
range. This place is capable of supporting life.
I hope you have a. Hope you have a good time. You're catering.
If that's the case, then Thancred may well have gone on ahead. Let's go and have a look.
I think you're all just being optimistic. I mean, Thancred's a lot of things, but he wouldn't be stupid enough to go after the, you know, thing that could bring about the final days by himself. He's not that dumb.
Meanwhile, I want the rest of you to perform a full inspection of the ship, as well as a biological scan.
Man, if they off-screened him, that would suck.
So
Let's give him a good one.
That the brave wayfarers arrived at last at Dream's End.
I thought we arrived at Ultima Thule. Ooh.
In following their path walked and history written, I am made keenly aware of one truth. Though the curtains may fall again and again, so long as others take the stage, ever shall there be more tales to tell.
That sounds like Emmett Selk. It just does. There's certain words in the way he says them.
Let them bring it to a close, I say. Let the curtains fall upon this. The
Jesus.
final chapter in the tale of the star.
Hi. How you doing?
Is this a dead star?
As I live and breathe, I live and breathe. The environment itself shouldn't kill us.
Well then, let us search for Thancred while exploring the area. The ship we leave in your care.
So, question. Okay, there's 2. 3! Okay, there's 3 crystals. Etherite crystals. Okay. So there's little batches of civilization here? I can't guarantee it will be of help in these strange surroundings, but I've readied a provisions node in case of emergencies. Of course, if you encounter any real danger here, I expect you to return to the Ragnarok at once. Purple. We can get purple! Okay. We're fortunate this place can support life, albeit barely, I suspect, given the torpid, stale quality of the air. But never mind that. We must first find Thancred. Let's begin our search for the from the prow of the ship. It seems as good a direction as any. Try not to stray too far, lest we lose sight of one another. Okay. I guess we are not, separating the party. Do I need to repair my gear at all? No. Okay, good. What do you got? Why are they even allowing us to buy gear at this point? Because they give away the free gear that's way better than this. Why? First off, what is this shield? That's a weird looking. That's a weird looking shield. Oh no. Let's see. Sure fit. Yeah, but even then, you can still get better gear than that, because you don't have to level up. You don't have to level up the class to get that gear. You can just go get it, and when you get there, you know it's only 1 level away. Why would you come here to buy gear for 1 level? That just seems weird. Lesser Stellar Dragon. Ooh, I want to see I wonder what a Greater Stellar Dragon looks like. Fuck. Are you a Greater Stellar Dragon? You're just... Oh, you're like a dead Durgan. Ooh, I wonder if this is like the world that Midgar Sormer came... Oh, there's a normal Stellar Dragon. Midgar Sormer left. With his brood at the time. Ruins. But of what, I wonder? Perhaps we can find something to help us understand the nature of this place. A relic, an inscription, anything. Ooh. You mean like this one? Oh yeah! The metallic pillar has been partially melted, like sometime in the distant, likely sometime in the distant past. The damage does not appear to be inflicted deliberately. Rather, it calls to mind the indiscriminate destruction often wrought in the heat of battle. Ooh. It's dark. This place is really dark. Look here. This part is relatively intact. The intricate design of the top suggests it is man-made, though its builders were surely not men as we conceive of them. Having said that, I swear I have seen this pattern before. It is, isn't it? Ugh. I need to get into 6 fates and then and finish them so that I can get my riding map. God damn it. Slow mounts are slow. Hi. I thought this hill might offer a better view of our surroundings. A poor decision in hindsight. Perhaps the light from the ship, besides the light from the ship, all is shrouded in darkness. If Thancred is here, I'd never know it. What is the thing? It is what... I wonder if this is the place where Midgardsormr left originally. Because it wasn't the story of the dragons that they came from the stars, that Midgardsormr had to, came looking for a better place for the continuation of his species, and found Atheris, calling it their last greatest hope. I wonder if this is the place he originated. I mean, I could be misremembering, but isn't that... Hey, Blackfoot! You're my resident lore master. Wasn't that the case? From what I can tell, we are near the edge of an island, if you can call it that, surrounded by floating debris. Dude, you come from Ishgard that had the Sea of Clouds, that had floating islands. This is very similar, only dark and brooding and dead. So yes, we can call it an island. The Vitrified Fort. This place is dark and spooky. Were you able to find anything? As I feared, there's still no trace of Thancred. There's nothing but emptiness as far as the eye can see, which, unfortunately, isn't very far. Though I can't help but suspect that someone, or something, is here. There are times when I sense it drawing close, and then a chill washes over me, leaving me exhausted. Leaving me with feelings of death and anguish. Ghosts. Or it could be these dragons just hanging around. Let's do that. I felt it too when I was near that thing. What are you talking about? There's nothing there. Oh, I'm seeing ghosts, am I? I see dead Durgans. Before we jump to any conclusions, perhaps we should search elsewhere. Agreed. We found only more questions when we are in desperate need of it. Wait. We found only more questions when we are in desperate need of answers. There's a fair stretch of terrain from the ship's starboard we've yet to explore. Let us try searching there, then. Warren, a word before we join the others. Ooh. You see them too, Mistinian? I'm not crazy? I told you I'm not crazy. I told you I'm not crazy. Hey, wait. No, it actually, this is a few more right if... Well, if he was still here, if he was still here with us in mind. And Midgard Server, glad to be back. Assuming this is being back, because I'm making huge assumptions right now. Now they'll just think I'm one of them. They'll never know. Perfect camouflage. Yes, Mistinian, did you want to have a word? You see them too, don't you? The dragons. As I thought. Their presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond with Midgard Soma and mine with Nidhogg is what allows us to perceive them. Could these apparitions be related to the dragons that now live on Aetheris? Bah, better to leave such conjecture to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons that... Wait. We may soon find dragons they can see as well. Death and anguish. What happened to them, I wonder? Death and anguish. Probably. I mean, just saying. So it sounds like it should be, you know, go without question there. And it's like, death and anguish. I wonder what happened. Death. And anguish. Fill in the map. Fill in the map. Filling in the map because I'm really stupid, yeah. For anyone who's watched my Metroid Dread playthrough, you know how obsessed I am with filling in the map. And if you're a patron and you watched my Metroid Dread, you know, unedited versions, you know how obsessively obsessed I am with filling in the map. Map. There we go. It can. It can also be a little unhealthy at times, too. All right, Tyra, you do what you gotta do, though. Thank you for stopping by. Sleep well. For now, sleep well and dream of large women. White Durgan ghosts as opposed to black Durgan ghosts.
Dragons? Here?
What you see is a memory of a world that once was.
Hi, Meteion. You suck.
A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow and shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Our friend Thancred. Where is he?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not? Oh yes. He is here and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words.
Whoa! What?
Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist. In like manner to the oblivion I send. I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed. Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind.
Wow!
What you call the heart?
So he did get off-screened.
Or perhaps the soul.
That's pathetic.
In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive. That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure.
Oh.
That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
Interesting.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business.
Alright, Mistinian's got the right of it.
It's futile. You will never reach the true me.
I can try.
I told you. Emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter in its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
Meteion holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
Stabbity death!
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
I don't... That... You know, I've never really wished for a reversible death before. But goddammit, that better not be the way they take Thancred out. That is such a weak way, man. Like, just thinking about, you know, Louis Sois and Papalymo and Moonbrita and, you know, Hashafon, it's just like... Those dudes had, like, you know, those are ways to go. Even, you know, Iceheart. But just to, like... After I fall asleep, you know, after I pass out for him to be blinked out of existence off screen, that's so weak. He better come back.
We cannot turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
I will take the regal purple, thank you. Because it is regal. Why is there a floating sperm in space over there? Why is there a floating space sperm? Soul without body. A form of being with which we are not wholly unfamiliar. Indeed, for we existed in a similar state when residing in the first. The circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true, but I choose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Oh, okay. Regardless, in sacrifice he hath afforded us the chance to prevail. Let us not squander it, and ascertain the nature of this realm that we might confront and defeat Meteion. Mistinian, Warren, would you accompany me in speaking with these dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. I would ask the rest of you to survey these surrounds. If there is a path that may lead us to our quarry, we must find it. Very well. We can reconvene here when everyone has finished. Meteion said these dragons are shadow and shade from a world whose denizens sought oblivion. As such, they're not like to be amenable to company, let alone conversation. So please, be careful. Well, first and foremost, I see a new Aetheryte. I need to go... Oh. Let us split up and gather what knowledge we may. I see an Aetheryte that I must attune to because it... Wait. Questing's right here. Ah, fuck it. Let's do this first. Don't want to come back the long way. If, you know, worse comes to worse. If I do a dumb. Attuning. Why is the E and W of burdened wings like that? That's not an... Those aren't E's. Or a W. That's another symbol, isn't it? Huh. See it up there at the top left? Hi.
A visitor, not of this star. Could thy slender hands bring plague to our world? Thy breath extinguish life's feeble flame. Oh, how we would adore thee. Alas. With time our flesh shall wither, our souls fade. So we wait for its inexorable march unto oblivion. If thou art not come to hasten our demise, I bid thee leave us. We crave not companionship, only silence.
Well, you're a real joy to have at parties. Oh, shit.
We were a proud and noble race, strength embodied. We knew only love before they came. Metal monstrosities of black and silver. No bonds of blood did they share. No conviction did they have to guide them. Crushing defeat. Never had we known such shame. Stilled now are the winds, though none could fill these wings burdened by ignominy. We fly no more, only sink into oblivion.
Oh, so they turned you into little emo goth kids. You know, you're making up bad poetry. Got it. Okay. That's a terrible fate. Oh, there you are. How the hell did I get up there? Oh, like that.
Yeah. Thou wouldst bid me speak? Folly. I observed the lesson of stone. I shall not fly, nor speak, nor roar. Only watch, and wait, and end. But one sight yet stirreth my blood, tempteth me to raise my voice in lamentation. Unknown, the cradle of unsung dragons. No words, no songs are possessed of the weight to describe such tragedy. Go! If that be thy will, I shall remain.
Yeesh. Someone is off his meds today. So where's this obnoble thing? It's all Durgans and Wyverns and stuff. Yeah, I really do think this is where Midgard-Sormr originated. Ooh, these are squishy sounds.
They led you here as well, did they? It was described to me as the source of their woes and proof of their end. I think I'm beginning to see why. It's a hatching ground. Or was. I've seen similar on Atheris. Midgard-Sormr's kind must have once lived and thrived in such a place as this. Vritra said his father was driven from their ancestral home by war and strife. This, then, is the fate of those who remained. Let's have a look around. Maybe these eggs have more to tell of what happened here.
Aw, That's sad. Dead baby Durgans. Inside the shattered egg, you find the remains of an unborn dragon. The body has already begun to decompose. The gelatinous, half-dried membrane covering the corpse suggested failed to emerge. That's sad. Dead babies are... That's sad. Gingerly lifting the large egg from its viscous mire, you peer inside and see a formless mass soaking in a pool of embryonic fluid. Your stomach turns as you return the egg to its resting place. A murky liquid has pooled inside this eggshell. The noxious... I'm sorry, the noxious what? Photor, it...
Fetor, or...
Oh, fetor. Okay. Huh. The noxious fetor is indicative of contamination. Oh, that's more sad. This egg appears to have been broken from the inside out. Perhaps the dragonette within it succeeded in hatching.
What's this? I thought all the eggs had been ruined. If the dragonette was indeed hatched, there's no sign of it here. Or its sire, for that matter. We should look for them. You start with the cliff tops and I'll search the plains.
Why don't I get the plains? Why do I gotta do the cliff tops? That's scary. Because that's heights. See, these dragons should be happy. Because I have brought them Christmas! Behold my snowman. They now have Christmas here. They might not have, you know, sustainable life, but they have Christmas. That's better than sustainable life. Christmas is the best. You just have to wait a whole nother year for it because, you know, Christmas is over. That's all. Hello! Hello, bereaved dragon. How bereaved are you? Strong. Ah! Malformed dragonette. Ooh. It was birthed malformed? It's even sadder. Whoop. Fuck me, die! I have saved you. Thank and praise upon me.
The boisterous howling hath been quieted. By thy hand, I presume.
Hi, Dragoon's here.
Everything all right? Thought I heard a dragon, or something resembling one.
I'm sure you did. There's lots of them here.
Ah, I see what's happened here. Was that your child?
Perhaps. Some eggs within Omnol are indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, the beast thou hast slain may be of my blood. Yet I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as it was. Not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure. A testament to our shame.
Explain.
They descended from the heavens, cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. Oh, but what happened to Fury and Strife? Were they not with them? With fire and fury, rage and rancor we gave answer. 'Twas a long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Madam. Untold chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. Yet when they looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition. We were abandoned to our ruin. I think we're setting up what's the new big bad after this. After we've, finished this Hydaelyn Zodiac story. I think we're getting invaders from the, metallic invaders from the stars. The survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild. A futile effort. In purest soil replete with ether did we once cultivate our nesting grounds. But our lands were barren, and any eggs nurtured in such desolation were fated to rot. What few survived to hatch emerged as abominations. We shall have no progeny.
But there are dragons among you capable of journeying to other stars.
That there are. Many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. Midgar Sormer. The richest stars were home to the harshest rulers, and the arrival of dragons incited contests for supremacy. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won. They too were reduced to ash and waste. It is the curse of those who seek life. To be drawn into conflict, to conquer or be conquered. A vicious cycle we now choose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. We wait now in sweet, merciful silence, free from strife and suffering, still as stone.
Wait! Your claim that your kind is doomed, but there is another star.
Liana. Oh! I guess that was the end of that conversation. A test of will. And the eye is again. What are they doing? Why is they're having a weird, like they're Greek letters, like they're putting in Greek letters or something like that, or, huh?
They want only to brood in silence, to be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. The sole reward for senseless bloodshed. Pain I understand. Wish that I did not. What fools we were. But now isn't the time for such thoughts. The others will want to hear what we've learned. Come.
Okay. I wonder if it's one of those things, if I had actually been paying attention and put all of them together, it like forms another word or something like that. That'll be like a clue of like something to come. I could just look at my log. Oh, there was like the double S symbol. What is that double S? On a oh, in Alpha, there's a symbol for Alpha. Huh? Oh, fate join. I don't want to join this fate. I'm good, thank you. I have a feeling those, if we were to put those all together, that they would form a what you call it? A word, another word or sentence. Were you able to establish any meaningful contact with the dragons? Seriously, what are those letters? Does anyone know what alphabet those letters are? I see. They wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Thank you, Warren. Mistinian. As for our part, I believe we were more acutely aware of our confines than before. We started by traversing the perimeter of the island to see if there might be a path leading off it. Sadly, there was nothing to be found.
There was no small amount of debris floating about. There'd be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us elsewhere. I considered that, and so I tried throwing a stone onto a potential platform to judge its integrity. But it never reached its mark. As it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of this island, it vanished, only to reappear above me and fell at my feet. I would not be too quick to presume that we would see outside this space as it appears. Which is why I returned to the Ragnarok and asked the Loporits to search for any potential paths. However, the ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Until we know more, I think it too risky to attempt flying to another island. What's Meteion told us before, that emotions dictate reality here, might be the key, but I'm not entirely sure what emotion might manifest a bridge to lead us to safety. So what you're saying is we've no way forward. At present, aye. If it is indeed emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Meteion's, but the dragons that holds us here. They tire of conflict and have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it. Or rather, they have chosen no path at all, meaning there is no way for the dragons or anyone here on this island to advance. A sound theory, disheartening though it may be. So we just gotta make the Durgans happy. Everyone, we're gonna throw an ice cream party. That will cheer up anyone, except for those who have lactose intolerance. Which is why we'll make sure to have sherbet at the proceedings for those who are. If that is the case, what recourse do we have? They are not likely to be persuaded to help us. Their reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife, without irrefutable proof that the future is not as bleak as they believe it to be. Mayhap persuasion is not the answer. Meteion meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and would have succeeded if not for Thancred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule, and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it can be done again in a like manner, by overpowering the prevailing emotions. 'Twas Ultima Thule's architect, Meteion herself, against whom Thancred did pit himself in a clash of wills. Though I marked no leader among them as such, I did chance to encounter a dragon possessed of despair far more potent than most, potent enough, mayhap, to dictate the course of others, and thus their domain to follow. He spoke but few words, carefully chosen, their tone and timbre alone threatening to rend my heart in twain. Challenging his desire to remain may allow us to alter the island upon which we stand. Alas, I fear my vaunted rhetoric availed me naught against his calcifying heart. Mayhap one of you will fare better. Then I shall guide thee. Al-End, they call him, is the dragon in the dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed upon the water. Well, what have we to lose? Let's get going. Why was that significant? Oh, it's probably because he probably sympathizes here and he understands their emotions and they're trying to like show that in a way that he's going to be important to the proceedings to come. Do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. Watch it, Fox. Cookie. I like cookies. Whee! 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 Hello, Al-End. I'm gonna call you Al. Al!
Hi.
He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
So, waiting to die like all the others, are you?
Our pride is crushed, and our souls corrupted. The winds are stilled, and the heavens offer no comfort. There is nothing left for our kind. Our long lives a curse as we await the end. Still as stone we shall become.
What a waste of a perfectly good dragon.
Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the Expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
The fuck? Our kin? On another star? And yet, upon thee do I smell the blood of my brethren. Were they drawn into discord and war on their new home?
They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
It mattereth not whither we fly. Ever will a sanguine ocean await us. Ever will retribution's wheel turn. And so, on the last of my pride as a dragon, I break free of this wheel. I renounce conflict, exile myself from the other, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred.
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it, to stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life.
Not him, me.
There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity.
Is this one of those things is that thing that they call tough love? Because Mistinian is really laying into him here.
And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Hey, what's this? I thought you said... Whoa, hi. I thought you said you renounced conflict.
Mistinian!
Stay back.
We tire of war. We tire of turmoil. Dignity tarnished, crimson stained. Our misery, our shame, too much to bear. Release us from war, from life.
I see. Theirs is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
Mistinian, no! Damn it! Everyone's gonna give themselves up to...
No!
not Estinian too.
Fucking hell. It's gonna be sacrifice central here, isn't it? Damn it.
There's a wind. He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
Well, at least he didn't get off-screen like Thancred did. He actually got a cool moment.
Oh, Alphino.
You do know if Mistinian could see you crying for him, he would slap you.
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
I swear to God, game, if you take out Graha next, or Ishtola, I'll kill you. Don't you do it! They're gonna, aren't they? Don't look at me like that. I didn't cause this. My own character stared into my soul. Jesus Christ. Can't get me. Can't get me. Nope. Nope. Too slow. So sad. Too bad. Ooh. Hello. Lookout point. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no! Okay, fine. That one's cool. Look there. The wind. This is Estinian's doing. I'm sure of it. We should ride its flow and see where it leads. Okie dokie. Plonk. Powerful gale has delivered you to another island. The other Scions should arrive before long. Okie dokie. He did it. He found a way forward for us. The dragons remain trapped within a prison of their own making, lamenting the horrors of war. Yet Estinian knew them better than most. He was a man of honor and a dear friend, willing to fight to the very end for what he believed was right. And he's still fighting, Alphino, just like Thancred. Their sacrifices are why we can survive here. Why we still have a chance to stop her. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give in to despair, and we mustn't either. Alisei is right. We must press on, for their sake. And I will. I'll kick some little birdie ass. Give it all my stabbity deaths for what it did to my Estinian. As Ishtola and Alisei said, we must continue. Noticing the change in our surroundings? Perhaps this is a memory of an altogether different world. It would be prudent to learn more of it then. Tread carefully, lest we lose our footing in this sand. Sand, you say? I mean... Okay, now you're barely using, lettering at all. Roads paved, vertical bar space, vertical bar, sacri. I think it's supposed to be sacrifice, but that doesn't even look like an F. Okay, okay, hold on. I should really be writing these. I feel like I should really be writing these down. Let me see. Hold on a minute. Come here. All right. Paper? Do I have paper? Here's some paper. No, not that paper. Yeah. This paper. Old receipt always works. Let's see. You got that weird SS. And then Alpha. In Strange New World. And on Burdening Wings, we got that letter. Followed by that one. Then an I. A weird eye shape. Then another alpha. And then line, line. And then whatever this letter's supposed to be. I mean, do you see it in the top left? You know, that's showing up on the stream, right? Like, way up there. Way up there. Weird little... Another alphabet's letters. There has to be a reason for that. 10,000 trees to help combat flooding and improve habitats. Nice! Good on you, Shadowtail. What the fuck am I looking at? Oh, a ghost. Oh, weird. Were it not for the violet crystal embedded in its surface, 'twould appear as an ordinary stone. As a curious script hath been etched upon them, alas, that is not a language with which I am familiar. Cannot say I recognize it either. Nor I. The dragons, from what I recall, preserve their knowledge in song and eschew the written word entirely, so we may assume this is the work of another race, one we have yet to encounter? Meteion claimed the dragon's world suffered a slow death, seeking the release of oblivion. What life we find here, like as not, doth wend its way towards a similar end. What do you suppose that is over there? I don't want to know. I'm not sure. It's hard to make out at this distance, but its surface seems to bear the same crystals as this monument. Oh, you meant that! I thought you meant the tentacly thing there. You think there's a chance we may find whoever built them both? We should go and have a look. Come on. I wish I knew how to pronounce these letters. If I knew how to, like, if I knew how to pronounce them, I might be figuring out what these words they're trying to make us make a. I gotta fix that. Hello, other one. How are you? Goodbye, other one. Drifting Ia. Ghostly figure. Hello, ghostly figure. How you doing? What's that? What's with that shifty grin emoji there? Hail, travelers. This is a most unexpected occurrence. Hello there. Is this your home? Indeed it is. Ah, forgive me. I had forgotten. An exchange of introductions is expected when first meeting those with whom one is unacquainted. When the vibration of vocal folds was still required to convey our thoughts and intentions, Ia, I believe, was the pronunciation used when referring to our people. Though it is not entirely applicable given our present state, you are welcome to use this appellation. As for nomenclature to address my individual person, I believe it would be pronounced, Kofkudg. Yes, Kofkudg, of the Ia. We have encountered beings that communicate intermittently through thought, but never one that is wholly without voice. I presume we are having this conversation via the medium of ether, or dynamis, as this space is suffused with vast quantities of it. Fascinating in either case. I gather your response to my presence is positive, then? That is well, for there is something I wish to ask you. Like yourselves, we are ether-based life forms. Therefore, it may be surmised that your bodies are of comparable biological composition to those we once possessed. I have a number of queries regarding your subjective perception of the five senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. In total, I have prepared 198,712,180,827. I'll create 170 it'll create 120 of woodland and hedgerows. Nice! That's rather a lot, isn't it? Ah, my apologies. I have omitted a great many details necessary to understand the nature of my request. Though we dispensed with our corporeal vessels long ago, we have rediscovered a need for the flesh, and have endeavored to recreate our erstwhile forms. However, all pertinent records have been lost due to the passage of time. Take, for example, the nervous system. It is well within our powers to recreate, but we have no frame of reference for sensations once experienced by our people, which may compromise our ability to interact with our physical environment. And the reason you need to regain a corporeal forms? Why, to bring an end to our existence, of course. Though need is perhaps too strong a word, it would be a simple matter to unmake ourselves through use of ethereal exsanguinators, but such a death seems inadequate. The traditionalists among us believe proper death requires an inescapable sense of impermanence in one's final moments, an experience found only with bodies of flesh. Do it. Fireball them. We should very much like to hear more of your plans. In exchange, we will answer any questions you have to the best of our ability. Such an exchange of information would indeed prove useful. Very well. To ensure efficacious exchange, I hereby invite you to our home. Yes, the abode of the ER, while we traditionalists prepare for our demise. I presume your consent to answer questions is indicative of a tacit approval of our plans, in which case your cooperation is greatly appreciated. I must caution you, however, to be mindful of the ER wandering the desert. Their desire for bodies of flesh could be described as overzealous. Now, if you would follow me. This is going rather smoothly. Not that I am complaining, mind. Even so, we mustn't forget that our aim is oblivion, much like the dragons. Though I fail to see why a civilization so seemingly advanced would choose to unmake all that they have created. At any rate, we will find no answers dallying here. Let us be on our way. Damn it, Ishtola's the next one to go. They are focusing on her really hard. Do I have another... There it is. Abode of the ER. Hello, other one. I'm going to sneak past you. I hope you don't mind. He minds! He minds! Whee! Luminions. Cool. They look like Vector Man. Don't they? Don't the Luminions kind of look like Vector Man with a sword? Did anyone ever play that old Sega Genesis game, Vector Man? He's made of spheres, only in this case it looks like made of discs. Like little hexagonal discs. Ah! Level cheater! Haha! Love it. Hello, I think are you like a hunt? Are you a high level hunt? I think that's a hunt monster. Well, that was easy to fill in. Yeah, let's take a moment. Let's do this first while we're here. And set a home point, just to be safe. Is that the last one? Or is there one more? There's one more. Oh god, we may not be finishing tonight. Yeah, we only got through like maybe a half of this map. This may not be the end for us today. We may have to wait another day to get to the finale. They are indeed that, Shadowtail. Yes, they are. Welcome to our abode. Most of our compeers you will find remain idle in their domiciles, though your quizzical expressions indicate my phrasing is unclear. I speak, of course, of the violet crystalline constructs hanging from the stone structures there. You say they remain idle, but what of your work to regain corporeal bodies? An astute question, and understandable, given your finite nature. We have no desire to pursue our research, for it is no longer necessary. If in our idleness we are struck by sudden inspiration, we rise to pursue that inspiration to its conclusion. That is why I was present for your arrival, and why I continue to engage with you still. But while the others are not currently in a motile state, rest assured they would not object were you to disturb their respite. You need only cast your thoughts towards one of their crystalline domiciles to communicate. Okay. Oh, we're doing that. Okay. Huh. Okie dokie. Knock knock? You cast your thoughts toward the crystalline domicile, but there is no response. Rude! You wish to speak? Very well. Pray a moment, if you would. Okay, I guess we'll go pray that moment over here with this guy. Or girl, or this thing. Whoever's housed here. Let's put it that way. Why are we seeking our end, you ask? If you wish to know, I will tell you. Just a moment. I must remember... What form did I take when last I emerged? Ooh, handy. They can take whatever form they want. Lucky sons of bitches. The strange moaning comes and goes, but soon fades into silence. We caught them on the shitter. Yeah, that's always the worst thing, you know, when you're on the shitter and then the doorbell rings. Ugh, it's always the worst. Did your inquiries yield satisfactory responses? I see. If they fail to answer, then it is likely because their minds have unraveled due to prolonged idleness. They are not but concentrated ether now. Were we not, there are no others. Wait, there are no others who have need of those lodgings, and they will not prove a hindrance to remain as they are. But more importantly, you said some few did answer your request for an audience, yes? I imagine they will be with us ere long. Why does that not fill me with joy? Oh, God damn it, more symbols. Okay. Okay. // sideways W. Delta. A backwards of the F icon from before. And another delta. Okay. What does it mean? The overlapping S's, alpha, sideways W, W, capital I, alpha, vertical line, sort of F, // sideways W, delta, backwards side, F, and delta. I don't know what that means. I had no luck, but everyone else fared well enough. Quite a few ER have awakened. Ah, there they are. Hello. May I introduce you to, Lalak, Dudik, and Nenik. Hi. It has been too long, Hofkug. I dare say Son of the Fourth has since completed an orbit. Indeed. Until the travelers brought it to my attention, I hadn't noticed how unraveled some had become. Travelers? Ah, of course. The ones who wish to know why we seek to regain corporeal forms. Truth of the matter is as plain to see as the neighboring systems. By my singular account would fail to satisfy the requirements for scientific objectivity. Thus did I bid them awaken you. Am I the only one who struggles to tell who is speaking? Nay, thou art not. In the absence of corporeal forms and the divergence they afford, perhaps such similarity in voice is unavoidable. By the way, Kovkug, have you already observed the requisite custom for the travelers? That which one is expected to do when receiving guests? A matter of proper form? Ah, yes. So long has it been, it had completely escaped my mind. And still does. What was it again? I can't seem to remember. So is this what happens when a black mage takes off their robes? They're just this black formless mass? Like old school black mages, not black mages as in the actual black mages in this game. You know, the ones that all you see is the two little eyes underneath the wizard's hat? Neither do I. Pity. I was hoping you would. Perhaps we can search the archives for the answer. Come now, Nenig. The archives have long been frozen, lest we subject ourselves to further dolor. Surely you recall that much. Ah, of course. Food! The custom is to serve food. Beings of flesh such as they must regularly replenish their ether by contributing to their replenishment, we communicate our friendly intention. That's right! We duly invite you to join us in communal repast, after which we may engage in leisurely conversation. If we have a chance to learn something, I see no reason to decline. Excellent! If you care to follow, we shall feast you... Yeah, we shall feast you on the purest ether. We're going to a dinner party with aliens. Let's do it! Flesh abandoned. Or is it more important to notice what letters they're replacing? Maybe it's more important to recognize the letters they're replacing. Not necessarily that they are weird letters. What if... Let me show that on the back there. If it's an S... An S and an A... and an E and a W... and an I... and an alpha... I don't know what that vertical line, space vertical line is. But then, so I'll put an F. Huh. Oh, and then, just one. And then an L. And an E. And a D. Abandoned. Oh, wait, those are both D's. But wait. No, what would that be? Wait, am I misspelling abandoned in my mind? Oh yeah, that's an E. But that's also an E, so they're different, using different letters for... Maybe I might be overthinking this. Maybe it's nothing at all. But I can't help but think about things like that. This facility is where we replenish our ether. There's no particular name for it, but we traditionally sometimes use the word restaurant. Now then, if you would take your place with your comrades, the space will soon be awash with purest ether. Please absorb as much as you like. Okay. Creepy, but okay. You brace yourself for a rush of sweet, sweet ether, but nothing seems to happen. Perhaps you need to wait a little longer. Okay. You brace yourself again, but again, nothing seems to happen. Just as I had suspected, as meticulously as one might recreate the Ea's homeworld, this is Ultima Thule. One cannot simply generate ether here. As recreations, our friends are oblivious to this fact, to the very truth of their existence, much like the phantoms that of the recreated Amarat. However appearances may seem, we must ever be mindful that it is the memories of the dead with whom we deal. So, did you have your fill of ether? Alas, we couldn't absorb it. A deficiency in our forms, it would seem. Oh, how very unfortunate. May I ask how you normally replenish your ether? Steak. Pizza. Cheesecake. Cheeseburgers. Chicken? Through your mouths, you say? How very primitive and quaint. To think their mouths serve not only to expel sound, but to draw in sustenance besides. Such life forms have long since vanished from our systems. Well, sorry, Jesus, fuck. Though we regrettably could not partake of your magnificent feast, rest assured we feel your welcome most keenly. In the course of acquainting ourselves with your sophisticated ways, however, we cannot fail but wonder, wherefore do you wish to obtain vessels of flesh, and thence to vanish? Will you not favor us with an explanation? If you're going to try and steal our bodies, I swear to God I'll kill you. You flesh and blood beings are always so hasty. It does have its charm, however. Very well, we shall indulge you. In the beginning, when the Ea yet possessed corporeal bodies, our ancestors dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge and technological advancement. I'm liking them already. By transcending all limitation, we believe we would eliminate sorrow and abide in true happiness. From the tangibles such as land to the intangibles such as labor, there exist myriad hindrances to progress. But the most confining of all was the flesh itself. Our natural lifespan was distressingly middling, you see. Too short to enjoy unhurried lives, yet too long to be considered disposable. And furthermore, to simply maintain the integrity of our bodies demanded considerable resources. But we managed to solve this problem. After long years, we discovered how to become non-corporeal entities with everlasting lives, untroubled by the failures of the flesh. Well, you know, hey, there's one good side. They'll never get fat. This changed. We had more time and freedom to continue our scientific pursuits. We went on to make ever greater strides in our quest to transcend all limitations until we finally decided to challenge the last of them all. The limit of knowledge. That is to say, deciphering the laws of creation. sought to discover how the universe came into being and explain all extant phenomena. And then predict the future. If we could but achieve this, we believed that we would be free from uncertainty and anxiety. And did you find the answers you sought? Yes, we did. Our efforts revealed to us a fundamental truth. Knowledge, as said truth, is essential for the continuation of our conversation. If you learn more, we will share it with you. No, we mustn't. Primitive as they are, it would be unspeakably cruel to deprive them of their ignorance. They are possessed of corporeal forms. Their lives readily ended. As those who have gone before, it is not our duty to warn them. Oh, is it not our duty to warn them? What thinkest thou? Yeah, sure, it's going to be the next one to do it. Damn it. We have deliberated and come to a consensus. If you are resolved to know it, we will disclose to you the truth we discovered. The truth of the universe. Seek us at the stone pillars just outside the bounds of the abode. A place called Elegea. Okay, I guess. Is there a road sign or like a sign on it that says Elegea on it? Fundamental truth. We will hear it, of course. Let us learn what has led such an enlightened people to this indolent end. Hello, infinity symbol. But that's an O. Ere we join the Ea, there is one trifling matter I would fain investigate. Orin, Grahatia, might I trouble you for your assistance? But of course. My thanks. We shall head outside the abode if you would kindly follow me. I know not what mischief you are plotting, Urianger, but I trust you have our best interests at heart. The rest of us shall go on ahead to Elegea. Lest you worry, we won't start without you. Uh-oh. What are you doing, Urianger? You being sneaky again? You being a sneaky boy? Oh god, you're way over here. Couldn't have chosen a closer area? I mean, really? Oh, there's Elegea. Way over there. How did he get here before me, though? Damn NPCs and their ability to teleport. Aye, this place shall serve. Is this the spring you wish to investigate? Pray forgive me, my friends. There is naught to investigate. 'Twas but a pretense to speak in private. What do you need of us cat boys? You have our undivided attention? As we have established, here in Ultima Thule, those denizens of ruined stars are recreated in their twilight days. Yet one question doth arise in my mind. So faithfully formed are the simulacra, they believe themselves yet amongst the living. How dost thou suppose this is possible? I don't know. How the fuck did Emmett Sulk do it? Creation magics? Meteion has taken their hearts on herself. Meteion made contact with them while they still lived. I'm gonna go with that one. Of course! She must have visited the stars of the dragons and the Ea before either race perished in their entirety. Thus could she make their emotions her own, and with them create more faithful simulacra than had she relied on any historical account. So too did I theorize, and, upon that assumption, considered who those two races how those two races may have met their demise. Their own final days. According to thine own tale, Meteion perceiveth the emotions of those nearby as her own. Heightened sense of empathic intrinsic to her nature as an entelechy. In the course of her starfaring journey, if she encountered beings who strongly desired a cessation of their existence, she would be powerless before that desire. Even as she possesseth the power to grant it, the power of Dynamis. 'Tis my supposition that, overwhelmed by their longing for death, Meteion did unleash Dynamis and ushered the dragons and the Ea unto their doom. This expansion loves the words phenomena and doom. Of course, such was not always the outcome. Full many stars did she find already lost to ruin. In order to create the terminus, however, the fervent desire for the end is essential. Therefore, should you struggle to find the way forward, pray ask yourselves this. In the place where you stand, whose is the soul that yearneth most desperately for oblivion? Why do you tell us this now? Now again would I betray your trust. This pledge I did make to my comrades. In bringing thee into my confidence, I will remain true to my word. As for thee, let us consider it my fitting reward for the secrets I harbored for the Crystal Exarch. I once placed my faith in thy chosen path, walking at thy side, full knowing that we were bound for thy demise. I ask now that thou returnest the favor, and abide in faith as I fulfill mine own destiny. You say my debt has come due. How am I to refuse? Or how am I to refuse? 'Tis indelicate of me, I know full well, and I can but beg thy forgiveness. Yet even if I must needs go to such lengths, I cannot well feign ignorance of the answer I have found within. Oh, it's going to be Urianger that goes? The answer to the question, in what moment might I stand strongest? After all that we've been through, I will only say this. Oh yeah, did you see the newest trailer for that, by the way, Shadowtail? They unveiled the Chocobo Racing Chocobo Dungeon Sid. So I'm looking forward to that. In his tank. After all that we've been through, I will say only this. Do what you must. Do what you must and see your conviction through. I shall, my friend. I shall. Oh yes, Blackfoot. I don't know if you ever played Chocobo Racing on the PlayStation 1. That game was so fun. It was the only non-Mario Kart game that actually was fun in my opinion. Well, no, that's not true. Diddy Kong Racing was also awesome. But it was really, really good. For its time. I'm super excited for the sequel coming in March, I think? I think it's March when that comes out. But, hold on. Don't want to lie. Hold on. Chocobo GP release date. Yeah, March 10th. March 10th, Chocobo GP releases. And I'm looking forward to it. Liana. Let us be off too. To Elegia. Elegia? Elegia. Like elegy. I think it's supposed to be Elegia. Ick, no. Ah, that's fine. Slow. Mount speed is slow. Why didn't I just teleport? I'm too close now. I forgot I could have just fucking teleported. What is wrong with me? Could have just gone boop and returned. I could even return. I didn't even have to teleport. Stupid Featherhoof. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I do like that the Chocobo GP is getting a lot of cameos. We're getting Vivi and Steiner from Final Fantasy IX. We're getting Gilgamesh from Final Fantasy V. We're getting, what was it? Terra from Final Fantasy VI. You know, Sid from Chocobo, the original Chocobo Racing. As well as, you know, generic characters like, you know, Titan. That's like generic characters from every Final Fantasy, like Titan and Behemoth and Chocobo and Moggle and Black Mage and White Mage. Or Moogle. Mog. Not Mog, Mog. But, so, you know, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I cannot wait. It seems everyone is accounted for. Shall we then? Looks like Orion J is going to be the one. I think Orion J is going to do it because he thinks Ishtola's planning to do it. He's going to stop her from doing it by doing it himself.
Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Very well. Bear in mind, however,
I liked my voice for them better.
The purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not.
Is that an overlapping man and woman's voice? Like modulated on top of each other, like sort of like the fusions in Dragon Ball?
We will forego the intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world. We acknowledge, with regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Deneb 3.
God, we are in Star Ocean now, with planet names like Deneb 3. We are absolutely in Star Ocean.
As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating how much time you have remaining.
You are entirely too kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
In the beginning, the universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand, having remained entirely in the bounds of your star. The phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated.
Don't you hate it when people, you know, when people who are smarter than you have to feel the need to talk down to you? It's like, oh, allow me to dumbify this for your stupid ass. Allow me to be, you know, continuously, dickish towards you because you're clearly not as smart as I. It's like, ugh.
Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, we sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery.
No, you didn't. Because you just said there you sought to learn what might occur. So therefore, you didn't make any discovery at all. You made an assumption.
The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies. Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze. No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter into an eternal ice age.
Again, speculation of things that might be.
In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter. The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort. The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it.
Then carpe diem, dude. Live the day. Enjoy it while you got it.
Beneath the weight of this knowledge, our society stagnated. Though we had time still, it was a cold comfort.
Is that a pun? Did you just try to make a funny based on the idea that you were trying to avert the eternal ice age?
Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost. No civilization would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir. Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility. Immortality, our greatest invention, became a source of suffering. Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators. Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls.
Oh.
Though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture. Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish. If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest for knowledge. Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
Ishtola does not agree.
So that's your story. While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it. Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
If you say so.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
No, I'm concluding that you failed yourselves.
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the Aya. But of
Aya,
one thing
not
am
Ea.
I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Yep, there she goes.
Ishtola, no! You mustn't!
The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words. Nay, 'tis when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value. This is what has sustained me, driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow. The universe may end, and all may be for naught. But I will live as I always have.
Hot as
I will
hell.
always seek out new knowledge.
Or
And no
die.
conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all. But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you. And we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
Or I stabbity death you. Whichever comes first. Hi, Meteion.
Keep calm and listen well. Though my body will soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it. Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back.
Me!
But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic. We came here knowing what victory may cost, so press on. Press on, and do not look back.
Are we doing a double?
I shall join thee. As subterfuge is not required, thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Riante.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey. And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies,
really?
into which have granted me the flexibility of mind needed to bend this malleable reality. Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
I will beat some birdie ass, don't worry. I'll do it.
With you to urge us on, how could we possibly fail?
And then there were 4. Four down, 4 to go. 4 to go, Jesus.
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled.
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
Bitch. You got, Elsa, you got to end that sentence with bitch. Or birdie bitch.
There.
Or avian asshole.
That's where you'll find me.
Is that another star?
Did you just now look up and notice that, Grahatia?
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth. Souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn, alive again,
to know suffering anew.
Yay!
True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born.
Boo!
This is the gift I would give to you. To all life on beautiful Aetheris. To that end, we created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun.
Wait, that's a sun? I didn't think a sun had solid ground.
Before your friends' emotions fade away, along with their protection.
That'd seem mad. Yay! Okay. Unfortunately, it does not look like we're gonna have time to, like, go through all of this as well. Looks like there's, like, a whole, like, more chunk to get through. So, I'm gonna save that for tomorrow, because we're already at the end of the stream anyway. So just sit here, stand with my friends, because we're awesome like that. Those who survived. All right. So we're at the end of a stream today. I got to get stretch though. So before we go though, and before we talk about what's coming up, you know, for the rest of the week, let's start with talking about what we talk about at the end of every stream. Plug time. Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls of all ages and everything in between, if you enjoyed what you saw here today, then please consider stopping over at my Patreon, patreon.com/featherhoof_gaming, where for just a couple bucks a month, not only can you help support the channel, help it grow, help me get better equipment for the studio and whatnot, but you get something back in return, from exclusive access to a Discord chat, early access to videos, exclusive patron-only unedited versions of all my videos, being a voice on Multiplayer Saturdays, which is returning this week, you know, stuff like that. Give it a look if you have a chance. But if none of that entices you, you could of course subscribe to this channel right here on Twitch, which instead would give you the ability to kill ads, because let's face it, who doesn't love killing ads? Oh, god damn it, you black foot! Ah! Damn you, footed blackness! Like that, you can subscribe to this channel right here on Twitch, which instead will give you the ability to kill ads, because let's face it, who doesn't love killing ads? And it gives you access to the emoticons that were being spammed by Tyro before he left, and by Shadowtail over there. I think, was anyone else? No, it looks like also remember, if you're an Amazon Prime or Prime Gaming subscriber, you can subscribe to one channel every 30 days for free. Ah, no pooping! So, why not make it this one? Costs you nothing extra, kicks a little bit back to the channel, and you still get access to the emoticons, so win-win. But if you have absolutely no money to spend, I understand that, I get that. You know, if you can't get access to the emoticons that Ellie is spamming, you can still support the channel for free. Absolutely nothing. First off, by sharing it. Letting people know the channel is here, letting them know what we do, you know, help grow the community, because the bigger the community, the more we can do with more people. And feedback and constructive criticism helps out immensely. Keeps the channel growing, keeps it moving forward, more importantly, keeps it from moving backwards. And you can do so when this episode shows up on YouTube later, where in the comment section below, you can let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, things you'd like to see more of, less of, or just other games you'd like to see played on the channel. And that is my shtick. That is my spiel. I'm out of here for today, but we will be back tomorrow and Friday with more Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, because not only do we have the main story quest to finish, we have the 6.01 content, the Pandemonium, to begin. We have... you know, there's always post-game dungeons to do. So, you know, we gotta get this shit started, man. They're already on 6.05 already. By the time I get done with that shit, they'll probably be at 6.1. But, and then Saturday, still thinking about Saturday. One of these days I do need to make a new schedule, for Multiplayer Saturday. I don't know. Part of the reason why I stopped using the schedule is because I do like it to be malleable. I do like to be able to just be like, you know what, this week I feel like blah, and just doing that. Maybe I should come up with a new one regardless. But, yeah, I'll figure it out before we get there. But I do plan on doing Multiplayer Saturday this week. It will be the first Multiplayer Saturday of 2022. And, it'll probably be something that we can all do. You know, like maybe something that's, Gang Beasts or, Duck Game, you know, or something like that. Ah, no boppings. You know, bopping again. You know, something that isn't super and like hard to play, and something we can, you know, larger groups can just get together and have fun with. I think that's what we're going to do this weekend. You know what? I've decided it's going to be Gang Beasts this weekend. Multiplayer Saturday this week is going to be Gang Beasts. That's what we're going to do. So I hope you join us. See you tomorrow for Final Fantasy 14. Then go see you Friday for more Endwalker, and Saturday we'll do some Gang Beasts. So, I hope you join me. I hope you'll be there. But until then, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for hanging out, being here. Y'all take care. Have yourselves a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, or sleep, whichever one you're heading towards. And I will see you all next time.